Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the grand finals of the Heroes of the Storm Sea Championship Malaysia Qualifier 3. It's been a long day. Of course, the best of one day is not really that long, figuratively speaking, but we had a lot of good games, we had a lot of close games, we had a lot of 1% core games. Actually, one is good enough. And also, we had a fantastic, the Sky Temple game that's been played by two teams. Very close, very exciting, very, very hyped up for that. So now we have the grand finals. I'm Babel, and I'm going to be the shoutcaster as well as host for today. I hope you guys enjoy my company throughout the course of this entire qualifier. We got ourselves a total of, 7 teams today. And now 4 teams have advanced to the national final for Malaysia. And the rest will have to try again next week for the last qualifier in Malaysia. This is going to be best of one. Seems like we already have a maps being decided already. Team Burden will choose Dragon Shire, and first pick will go towards the other team, and that would be Ghost. So some profile on these players and teams first. First things first. We got Ghost with very famous players around the world. In fact, we got Lens as well as MTR. And if you play a certain type of MOBA, you will know for sure that they are pretty good at what they do, for sure. And definitely, I'm very keen to have them playing Heroes of the Storm. We also have got some really, really good games coming out from Ghost throughout the entire day. They kind of stay on top of the competition, which is why they're here in the grand finals. For Team Burden, we got 2 members of the team from Singapore, Dawn and Snowbell, as well as 3 members from Malaysia. That would be RXQ, Kans, as well as PKL. So it's actually a hybrid team. The first one so far that we've seen with in Malaysia, at least. In Singapore, we used to have a team that had a bit of a mixed position coming forward, and that team was known as No Breaks, and Reason was part of that. Reason after that left the team and came back to Malaysia to form Team Potatoes, which apparently very, very strong potatoes. They are very, very good. They're good at what they do, some say. So yeah, that's it. Grand finals, best of one. 2,200 ringgit for first place, 1,000 ringgit for second place. A lot of money on the line, seeding on the line for the grand finals, and the draft has just began. So before that, talking about Dragon Shire, we got 2 different shrines here, the Sun Shrine and the Moon Shrine. In this map, it's kind of like a mid-sized map, not really very big, not really very small. A total of 2 Bruiser Cam as well, 3 Bruiser Cam and 2 Siege Cam. Generally, the attention is on the bottom lane for the specialist players. But yeah, you got some really good lanes to push. Once you get both shrines, you can channel up the Dragon Knight at the mid lane. But yeah, that's all about this map. Very simple map, and map control is very important because you want to make sure that you get better access to the shrines there. That's it. Let's go into this draft for today here, and we have 2 teams. Basically, Team Burden gonna be on the left side as well as Ghost on the right. Now this draft is not the updated one. We are still gonna try and reload it. All right, so here we go. All right, Dragonshire. Burden with the first pick. I think the sites may not be correct. Let's see that because I'm pretty sure Burden picked this map. So let's see what's let's just check the sites first before we continue. Actually, yeah, you're right. All right, so Burden on the left. So that's it. The map actually decided by Ghost. I'm wrong here. All right. No problem. So the ban here, first ban, is actually going to be Kilthus. Following which, our first ban on Lost Vikings. I know most of the NAEU viewers must be wondering why we're still doing first bans. Because it's a huge qualifier across 4 different dates. You want to try and make it as accessible to new players. And here's some just launched, man. It just launched about 3 weeks back. So we want to try and attract as many new players as possible, which is why it's only 1 ban. But of course, moving forward, we will reevaluate to see if there's any chance to change the rules. Not for qualifier, at least for the national finals moving forward. Yeah, all right, so first pick of Sylvanas. That's a very, very strong hero for Dragonshire. Ghost follows up with Vala Uther. Vala Uther, very consistent. Uther has got very, very good heal mechanics, and definitely also with the Divine Shield will make a big play. For Burden, they follow up with 2 of their favorite heroes, Jaina Anubarak. Now, I say it's fair because I've only seen them play today, and so far, I think it's pretty interesting. Do note that the viewers are actually saying that there's actually an audio delay, so I think it's solved already. Hope you guys can give us more feedback. The producers, we got a production team here. So they're looking at the chat anytime. Let us know what needs to be improved, and we'll try and work on it. They'll work on it. I'll continue casting for sure. All right, so we got Jaina Anubarak. I've seen that play Jaina Anubarak for a few times today, and I think that's actually pretty consistent. Sylvanas also on this map is actually pretty sick. So you want to have as many split push opportunity in Dragon Shire as possible. That's the main objective of this map here. You want to make sure you just push down the forts to get better coverage of the shrine. And the further you push, the easier it is for your team to get the shrines, to get the DK, to get the mercenary camps, whereas the enemy is going to have to defend against waves pushing at the inner fort or keep. So following which goes to pick Tyrael. Tyrael's pretty interesting. So Tyrael Uther sounds like it's going to be Judgment, but no. It's actually Sanctification onto a Divine Shield. And that is actually immunity for all who are within the Tyrael's Sanctification AoE. And that's actually a very scary combo. There are some members who can stun and stop this. Anubarak may be forced to go for Web Blast just to make sure this doesn't happen. But in general, it's actually a very hard combo to pull off. The invulnerability, or rather the immunity, is something that actually can be used to turn the tide of battle. It's really that important. But, of course, with Sylvanas in the vicinity as well, I would say for sure that you can still silence most of these members in Ghost Squad, although they are not really going to get damage. I'm not so sure if the effects actually still affects the members. But invulnerability basically is it basically means they're not going to take any damage. So we'll see. We'll test it out. We got Muradin. Final pick here for Ghost in this picking phase. Muradin Tyrael, very, very good engagement mechanic. If Tyrael is going Sanctification, Muradin's going to be the one that will be holding the front. Tyrael also has got a lot of, one of the higher damage, in fact. He's got Blood for Blood. He's got substantial damage in the form of Smite, Eldruin Smite. He also has got some heals, some AoE shields, not heals, sorry, some AoE shields coming out. Uther will be healing one person, anti-burst style. Burst heal also, in fact. And Tyrael is the one that's going to help the team with a little bit more of that sustainability moving forward. For Team Burden now, they also pick up Malfurion. Malfurion, the king of sustain. I would say for sure that Malfurion is a hell of a pick here for Burden. They definitely want to hold the front with Malfurion, and yeah, they've only got one warrior. So Anubarak, not the most tankiest of all heroes. They need to at least have some form of CC, or maybe even having a secondary tank. It is still very open right now to interpretation what kind of a draft they're going to go ahead for. I would say that they've got substantial damage already. They got the Jaina, they got the Anubarak. They just need to make sure they don't pick someone completely out of the fray like Illidan, because Illidan's not going to work for them. I'm not going to be surprised if Illidan's being picked up by Ghost. And it's going to be a secondary tank, Johanna. So Johanna is the primary damage soaker. And Anubarak is actually going to be doing more damage, going to be doing more CC. There's a lot of CC on Team Burden, and that is very scary. After Sanctification, what's going to happen next? It is going to be Nova for Ghost. Maybe that's why they call it Team Ghost, because they play the one and only true Ghost in this game. Nova, of course, fans of Kerrigan is going to kill me for that, but she kind of retired already. She's now the Queen of Blake. She's very happy with monsters, not humans. So Nova is the new Ghost. And yeah, so very excited. What we're going to have here is a potential jump comp from Ghost. I think the draft is kind of okay. Nova also can go for triple tap. I think triple tap is going to kill Jaina. Of course, Jaina can go for Ice Block, and the debate can go on. Malfurion also has got a pretty good form of defense and form of Ice Block. Jaina has improved Ice Block. Sylvanas is the only one that probably is going to die. But yeah, this looks good. Triple tap looks kind of alright. I kind of prefer Precision Strike a little bit better, but it is going to be up to execution, because Nova is not really the most front line of damage. Vala isn't the most front line of damage. Maybe Tyrael Judgment onto Nova's triple tap will help burst down one party. We'll see, we'll see. It's going to be pretty tricky. Malfurion can heal up. I think Malfurion's going to be the primary target, and we can only hope what's going to happen next really excites us. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, seems like we are now going into the lobby. I'm sorry, I thought the game started. It's actually just lobby. We have got two teams here. In terms of drafting again, we got Nova, Muradin, Tyrael, Uther, Vala for Ghost. And for Burden, we have Johanna, Malfurion, Anubarak, Jaina, and Sylvanas. So once again, the map Dragon Shire. I really find it interesting that the lineup for Ghost don't really fit this map that they picked. Why? Dragon Share is one of those maps that you expect the least amount of 5v5s. This is because consistent pressure needs to be applied across 3 lanes, not just one. And you want to make sure that you have the ganking mechanics. So Nova's there for ganks, Murden's there for ganks. I get that. But who is really gonna help them in a split 2v3 kind of a fight? I think Ghost is not able to really sustain themselves there. You will not expect Tyrael and Uther to be in the same portion of this map at all times. Whereas for Burden, the draft kind of a little bit more fluid. They got Jaina, they got Sylvanas. Those are very good split pushes. And you also have Anubarak. Anubarak can really change the flow of a particular lane very well. That said, they also got Malfurion. Malfurion is not the most roamy of all, not the most exciting, I get that. And yeah, so basically you've got all of this mechanics coming from both sides. It really has to be up to execution here. Once the execution is clear, I would say for sure that both sides will you'll definitely see a very clean and crisp game if the execution is perfect. If it's not, then on paper now, if you're just assuming that there's a lot of pressure coming out from Burden's side, then they will get the early map control. If they get the early map control, they may get a lot of Dragonite. They may get a little bit snowbally. It's a joke, really. So yeah, it's intended, guys. That's it. We have got the grand finals, waiting for the last few members to join the lobby. And this is the brackets for today. Do note that there is a free buy, or rather walkover, for Hopers of the Storm. So they are the one lucky team that went into semi-finals, and Burden took them down. Of course, Burden have a very standard 1-0. If you're wondering why they're all 1-0, it's because the whole qualifier is best of 1. And yeah, so grand finals. Best of 1 as well. So it's not going to be best of 3. Everything on the line. Imagine seeding, imagine money, imagine pride, imagine honor, imagine chicks maybe. Well, a lot of things on the line. So Dragon Shire. I have not said this before, but Dragon Shire is one of my personal favorite maps. And I've got so many favorite maps in this game. But it is one of my favorite maps because of the fact that you see a very different type of play in Dragon Shire. It's not all about the 5v5s. It's not always about that. It's about people doing their own job. So I think Dragon Share is all about that. You know, you have to work as a team separately in the first laning phase to get the advantage at level 10. The moment you get level 10, you get some lucky picks-offs, you get some very good engagements, and then you can also look towards a very substantial possible Dragonite 5v5 again. But you have to really work as individuals first for Dragonite. It is a very taxing game on the mind, this particular game here, simply because of the fact that, you know, most teams, they kind of get it that, okay, 5v5, no problem. But if you have to play like 2v3, who's going to push where, I think a lot of strategizing has to be done pre-game. So this map actually tests the team's preparedness in this particular competition. It does test if you guys have prepared for Dragon Shire, how you're going to push, what kind of minute you're going to look at. Of course, everything it's like, you know, you can plan for so much, but if it's the execution, sometimes all those plans goes to the drain, but it's about sticking as much as possible to the plans. That's why they call plans in the first place, right? Shout out to sponsors, Alienware, Intel, Fairfair sponsors, Razer, streaming partner XSplit for making all of this happen. Ladies and gentlemen, the grand finals of the 3rd Malaysian Qualifier in the Heroes of the Storm Southeast Asia Championship. Babel here on the blue team. We got Snowbell, AF King as the Johanna, Kans playing as Anubarak, PKL as the Jaina, Dawn as the Sylvanas, Master Skinet, that's scary. We got RXQ playing as the little bit autistic Malfurion. On the red team, we got Ghost, Zero there as the one and only true Ghost, Nova. We also got Murding being played by Rod G. Fubbly Wubbly, very cute name, playing as the Lumberjack Uther. We also got Lance playing as the Valalas Malays Tyrael, Tyrael being played by MTR. So good stuff here, talent choices. We're going to leave that for a little bit. Seems like it looks like there's not going to be a very exciting introduction. But yeah, so talent choices now, Deep Chill, Scouting Drone. As you can see, Scouting Drone, really good stuff. We also got Reinforce with the win. Regeneration Master on Anubarak. So Anubarak going for a little bit more tank. That says a lot about whether his positioning in this map is going to be whether in front or a little bit more on the kiting role. It says a lot. So for red team, we have Ambush Snipe that deals a little bit more damage. And that's the standard Nova pick for the first talent. Nothing happened to Khan in the in the mid lane. Just had some stunts happening there, but multi-shot build for Vala so far. Some Smite build for Tyrael. The Thunderclap build for the Muradin, and last but not least, some Conjurers as well. So Muradin, there's just only one way I think players are playing it right now. It's not so much on the tank anymore. It's about the fact that he is really just there for CC, for slowing, for more damage. And those are the stuff you really want to see on your Muradin. For Tyrael, on the other hand, Tyrael has got all the damage as well. This Tyrael could actually go for a little bit more tank, but opting for Smite, or rather Purge Evil here to do a little bit more damage works kind of well. I think this is going to be a dive comp. It may not be the Sanctification comp. It may just be a dive on Judgment. And that really can burst down quite a fair amount of damage. Khan's now landing in Pill. Stun missing. Landing on a build there. Khan's actually really, really sneaky. Beetle build, nope. It's actually just landing the Impel and the Beetle doing the rest there. The top shrine goes to the red team, bottom shrine goes to the blue team. And a 3-man aggression on the bottom lane already for the blue team. You can see that the towers are gone, the gate is gone as well. And they're looking at Snowstorm, Protective Shield, Loss of Hope, and Venom, and Legion of Beetles. So it is going to be a Beetle Anubarak. It's not all pure tank or all pure CC. It's kind of down the middle and kind of split there as well. Kant and a mid lane, channeling up the Impel. Roji looking to stop Kant. Roji, it's only a Thunderclap. That's a good fake. Looking for the stun bolt. No, Kant lands some stunts as well. Impel goes down. And Roji still buying some time. The rest of the shrine still looks pretty fair. Zero swings by as well. And they go for even more stun to stop the Anubara from taking the Dragon Knight. Bottom already could see that map possession, lane control is so important in this map. The moment you have the creeps pushing here, the shrine's not going to get threatened. So level 5 against level 4, looking at the red team's talent choices, we got a very interesting GP up on Nova. So Nova's expecting to not die as much in this game. You also got Amplified Healing, so it's kind of like a switch into a tank build for the Tyrael. And the standard Thunderclap will continue. And you have also Protective Shield up for Uther. That's where it looks to be a little bit different. Khan's actually 1 against 3 in the mid lane. They're denying the Dragon Knight, but it is kind of expensive. They're losing a lot of HP on the fort at the bottom lane. The moment this goes down, you unlock a lot of trouble. You unlock the siege camp, you unlock the meat fort, you unlock the inner fort. So Lance gets the top shrine again. Great team. Seems like they're going. Oh, here we go. Rotation from the red team. And 3 of them. A little bit of trouble. Could have connects only on Rochi. Dawn now looking for the hunting wave. Will pull back. PKL getting some shield. PKL left for dead. Not going to really ace this runaway here. Will go down at the end. Dawn going to pull back. But the Dragon Knight distraction is not really going to be enough. At the end of the day, Khan's channels up the DK. RXQ also will go down. Dawn nearly dying there, but will be fine. And Khan's now trading the precious time that teammate bought for him into a little bit of a mid lane push. He needs to do a little bit better than this right now. The bottom fort's already gone. All they need to do is just take the tower. It's not really important, but it kind of helped the lane push a little bit better. So here, blue team can either go for a all-in mid lane push or a split push on the top and DK distraction on the mid. Seems like Khan's actually doesn't have much life left as the Dragon Knight goes down, and Khan's comes back up as the Anubarak. So the DK effectively didn't do anything. Took down some HP on the tower, but that's all. Nothing more than that, and that's a little bit of a waste of the first Dragon Knight. But of course, first Dragon Knight, not the longest of all Dragon Knights. And so far, so good. I think the blue team is still half a level ahead of the red team. If you're looking onto the talents, we got more choices coming in. We also got Crusade Marches on that lowers the cooldown for Johanna. We also got Enduring Growth. So this is again going to be the standard regrowth Malfurion for maximum heal. You have also Frostbitten coming into play, and the follow-through, rather Remorseless. This is normally the follow-through, but because it's Sylvanas, they want to give it a different name. It's Remorseless here. Next basic attack, within 3 seconds, there's a lot more damage. So this is where Sylvanas is not, there's no time for games, really. She's doing a lot more damage than you think. You also have a bit of buff. So this is really a hybrid Anubara. Khan's is kind of split down 3 lanes, not just the tank Anubarak. He's also going for some build into Beetle, some build into Slow for utility on a bit of buffs for Impel. Yeah, but so far so good. We still have the blue team slightly ahead. The red team needs to do a little bit better. And if you're looking on the red team's talents right now, You got the anti-armor shells that basically does a lot more damage, but far fewer hits. And they also got searing attacks for Vala, better momentum up on T-Rail, piercing bolt for 2 stuns, and cleanse for Uther. So what's important now is the level 10 heroic talent. So for a very systematic game, we have Snowbell pushing with the siege golems at the bottom lane. So the tower there is going to go down. Now Sylvanas with a top lane rotation on a top lane push. Lance actually having fought back from very near death situation for Lance there. So level 10, we have the heroics picked up already. It's actually going to be Water Elemental, Tranquility, Blast Shield, Wheeling Arrow, and Locust Swarm. So this is actually a lot of damage coming out from Underbrow. I'm not going to go for that Web plus utility. Seems like Rochi is at the bottom shrine here, denying a potential DK. Rochi needs to do a little bit better in the instance here. But I'd say the reverberation is going to have some impact onto Johanna. But top lane, again, blue team surges ahead with EXP because of the push mechanic that they have in line and in line here. Khans at the mid lane, dropping really low. Barrel charge, not used yet. Actually, now going to get used. And Zero with the last hit is going to pick up the kill here. So Khans goes down. And the rotation from the red team is just very strong here. They're just rotating a lot across the map. And I think that maybe they shouldn't be so concentrated for the blue team on one lane. They're not pushing very fast. They're not really getting a lot of things done for the amount of kills that they have. It's no kill up against 3 kills, by the way. So now they have some form of lane pressure, but they're not able to get the DK off because of the fact that they are all just hugging the Dragon Knight, effectively losing a lot of EXP, by the way. So yeah, 3 kills against none, and the right team's talent is going to be Precision Strike, Strafe, a lot of damage, Judgment, Avatar, and Divine Shield. So Divine Shield is going to be played a little bit defensively. It's going to be used on Vala primarily, with Strafe going on. So that's maximum damage on Strafe. Web Blast here would have helped a lot against that. But we'll see what kind of synergy, you know, Team Ghost bring to the table here. Back to the mid lane. Johanna not catching the Nova there. Clearly spotted her there. So Rochi now jumping in with Avatar popped up. Kansa got to try and pull back. And Judgment onto the PKL. And PKL dropping. There goes 1 man down. Silence on 3. Not enough damage being dealt in this instance. 4 men with a lot of heals going on. And that's it. Bubbly Wobbly dropping. Impale connecting as well as the Entanglers. But the Divine Shield going to save him a little bit. 1 man down on each side. It's the Muradin. It's the Jaina. But Kant with a bit of push. Picking off even the tower at the mid lane. So far, so good. Close game. Close game. It is really, really close right now. Of course, the blue team has got a lot more towers and forts taken care of, but the red team has got 3 kills. In fact, 4 times the kills of the blue team because they only got 1 kill. So it's not very hard to get more kills on the blue side, but they definitely need a little bit on better positioning. I think Jaina needs to have either sprint or Ice Block, and there we have it. It is going to be Ice Block. Improve Ice Block from Mefrin as well, so this is where blue team can take a fight, really. We also got Evasive Fire for movement speed on Sylvanas, as well as the Chitin's Plating for more shield. And that's it. It's still going into a bit of a split strategy right now. Seems like the red team is pushing the top lane. Blue team picks up the Bruiser Camp at the bottom lane with some Siege Camp threatening the inner fort there. And red team still, well, the shrine is not really going to any side just yet. You got red taking the top shrine and blue taking the bottom shrine. If you look at the level 13 talents of the red team, you got Lethal Decoy that does some extra damage, and hold that thought. Here comes the spot on. Condemn connecting onto Muradin. Khan's looking for some stun. Muradin getting bursted down. MTR charging down against PKL again. Here comes the Ice Block. She's going to be fine. And here comes a 2-man silence. Rochi now going to try and pull back. Snowbell dropping a little bit. And MTR still pressuring the forward lines there. Dawn coming in with the flank. There goes the Divine Shield. Also going to see RXQ, sorry, with a bit of that Tranquility going on. Fubbly Wobbly with a very nice heal. Zero goes down. Rochi goes down. Kaz comes in. Doesn't land a stun. Impale finally. This proves him right at the end. And also going to see that Uther goes down. 4 kills against 4 kills. Blue team surges ahead. Picks off the top fort as well. By the way, guys, that's a huge army at your inner fort there. You might want to do something about it. So that's it. We are just preparing what happened just now into a replay. Hopefully we're going to get it for you guys. And that's it. Khan's actually no time. Look at this guy. He's just not giving me a break. Khan's going for the Dragon Knight. Gonna try and push even more. really bad. We are not gonna have to. Not gonna have to replay. I don't think it's gonna be possible. Everyone on the red team respawn. They have they're level 14. They are 1.5 levels behind. Blue team maybe soaking for level 16 first before they get a little bit more. But the Dragon Knight's actually here by himself. This is interesting. You have a Dragon Knight, you do have everyone pushing the same lane. They don't have a talent advantage, but they do have some statistic advantage here. Top lane, Blizzcon pushing, Lance defending, Rochi kind of deciding if he wants to go top or mid here. And the bottom army is gone, the tower nearly gone as well. Some of the ammunition, a lot of ammunition in fact, wasted as well. MTR getting a free ride back home. And the team looking for that easy level 16 right now. But to get an easy talent advantage, it is going to be Numbing Blast, Tenacious Roots, Blood for Blood, Cold Embrace, and it's going to be Fanatism as well. And Roji getting thrown out of the way. Outer Fort goes down. Seems like Burden is just really ahead right now. Khan's rotation, Dragon Knight goes down, and effectively Khan's respawns as the Anaborak with a bit more stun happening as well. And a pooling happening. Jaina! No, it's actually going to be Sylvanas. Sylvanas will be able to run away. Here comes the two-man silence under Willing Arrow. Two-man behind enemy lines in a lot of trouble. Here comes a little bit more here. Ralph of the Archangel, not really effective because of Tranquility. And Burden going to try and push down the Eno keep right here. Kant goes in. More stun. Lance now going to try and pull back. Zero gets impaled from below. That's going to really hurt him. And a keep now also going down. The healing well threatened 20 seconds before Tiro respawns. Oh boy, give me time for replay, please. Thank you. We're gonna try and prepare the replay for you guys. But it's a crazy turn of events there. Dawn not even getting bursted down because of the level advantage, because of the fact that you have the haunting wave from Sylvanas, saving him a little bit. Of course, at the end of the day, he took that precision strike to the face, but it's still not enough damage. Alright, replay, here we go. Thank you for the replay. This is where you can see the precision strike just nicely connected. And Haunting Wave for a quick evade. And also a very nice two-man silence as well. If you're interested in real time, you can look at the bottom left side of this screen. That's happening right now. So Khans goes in. Should have picked up Lance here. Unfortunately, the team was just a little too far behind, and the Impale wasn't even connecting on the Vala. Snowbell with that box out again. So, alright, back to real time. 30 seconds before the Shrine activates on both top and bottom. In terms of level, red team is already level 16, so they have the 6th talent available for them. It's going to be double fake, so 2 more fakes, or rather 2 fakes instead of 1. And you got 2 Blood for Blood and Stone Form for Meridian plus Benediction. Benediction is a must pick for Uther. It kind of helps him land to use 2 stun at the same time. So we're going to see what the teams decide here. I think that blue team, they know they are ahead. They should be soaking. Red team, they're very far behind. They should be looking for a successful team fight. Nope. Very lucky there. And again, huge army, guys. Oh, Snowbell. Bit of a box out. Meridian popping Avatar. Also going to see the Entangler's coming out from behind. Also going to see the Shield Glare coming in. Khans looking for some stun. Not going to get it off. The Blast Shield connecting only on 1. There goes also the Divine Shield. RXQ with a bit extra heal coming now. And a Ice Block happening as well. Rachi dropping. Rachi still standing. Done. One of the key damage dealer now in a lot of trouble. Now going to pull back. But that's it. A lot more bursts happening against the red team. Red team goes down. Done is gone. He is done. Cuts now, looking for a stun. PKL with some slows. Zero, shows his ugly face, but not gonna get anything off. Snowbell gets some extra slow because of the multi-shot. Again, by the way, they're really just throwing stones at their base, guys. So that's something that needs to be taken care of. But I know that the red team doesn't have the space for the mercenary camps to be addressed, but that is really gonna cost them a lot of trouble because now they go back, they defend, they lose 3-4 on exchange, and they also lose the DK. This is a pretty strong Dragon Knight. And the Dragon Knight pushing the lane again. 10 seconds before Tiro respawns. Knocking on the tower of the mid lane. Bottom keep is gone. Red team still has got a very good chance of comeback. Oh, Reverberation really spoiling the Dragon Knight charge there. And the Thunderclap with the secondary slow as well. I'm going to tell you what it is in a bit. But Klans is just pushing the tower here. MTR with some smite going on Rochi with a 1-man stun on Johanna. Positioning on the blue team, very good. Savannah's respawning at last, joining the team. Snowbell getting some damage. RXQ spamming some heal. Khan still buying some more time for Sylvanas. Khan's now getting stunned. Snowbell reeling in Rochi. Rochi is going to channel up Avatar. MTR looking for more. Nice charge bet on the Muradin. It can now go full on assault on the inner keep. The keep goes down. Snowbell with a bit of a condemn again. Punish on the Muradin. Muradin, because of the DK expiring, gets a bit of a stun going on. But the Divine Shield is going to buy more time. Lance is just landing the multi-shot. Muradin goes down. MTR jumps in with Judgment. Here comes the strafe. MTR goes down. Precision Strike connecting on no one. Nice ice block by the PKL, as well as now you also can see Anubarak in a good position there. Snowbell goes in. Great reel in. Completely blind. Uther smicks by a really manly woman as well. And now they're just pushing on the core. Core, 100%. Shield still alive here. Two men. Can they defend? Zero. He's got no skills left in his arsenal. Maybe do something. Core, 50%. The money is going to Team Burden. They will win this third qualifier with style in under 17 minutes. What a game it is for Team Burden. Really, really insane. Well, they were ahead the whole time. They were just ahead the whole time. They knew exactly what they were doing. They functioned very strongly individually. I would say that the team kind of pushed the lanes a little bit too much. And also, crazy stuff. Really, just crazy stuff. So let's see if we got a replay ready for that. They're just still preparing it, no problem. But yeah, if you look at the hero damage here, got 44,000 on Anubarak. Khan's actually doing a lot of work. And somehow his undecided build here with substantial burst, a little bit tank. He's like the Anubarak that wants to do everything. So, all right, we have a replay. Let's go. This is the last fight happening. Rochi here, if you see the DK with a bit of a stun, they're already so low because of the consistent poking from PKL, as well as Dawn with the Cold Embrace doing a lot more damage. And a Willing Arrow missing there, Dawn. How could you miss such a Willing Arrow? Big mistake. Could have picked off Lance at least, but alright, so Shield Glare landing and Uther going down, charmed by... I've never seen a woman so manly in his life, for sure. So now the whole team knocking on the core. Crazy game. They walk away with 2,200 ringgit, and also the best seat in the house for the national finals, where they're only gonna face another first place team in the semi-finals if the first place team goes through with that. So yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're now done with this replay. We're done with this qualifier. I hope everyone enjoyed themselves in this cast. Once again, congratulations to Team Burden for finishing in first place. Ghost will take home 1,000 ringgit in second place. And Heroes of the Storm will also... sorry, not Heroes. Homos of the Storm. HOTS will be finishing in third place. And in fourth place, it will be the last team, which I do recall it to be... What's the team name? Let's see. It's actually Papoy. All right, it's Papoy. Good stuff. So, yeah, we're going off stream. We'll be back again next week. When we're back in Singapore. I'm actually in Malaysia right now, bringing you this coverage live. And yeah, so great job to all the teams who took part today. Hope you guys enjoyed this cast. If you do, give us a follow. Shout outs to sponsors, Alienware, Intel, Fairfair sponsor, Razer, as well as String Partner XSplit. And shout out to my production team for doing a great job, to the organizers here in Malaysia for bringing so much hype to this qualifier, as well as all of you viewers out there who watched this last game. Best of one, guys. One game's all it needs. It's just that good. So that's it. We're going away. Be back again next week. Yeah, if you do, give me a like on Facebook page. We'll love it. And yeah, see you guys in a while. VODs will be on YouTube real soon. So have a good weekend, guys. See you guys. Olives, Condemn, connecting with LAV, Monosync, this time around not so lucky, and the rest of the blue team. We got Emo Y soaking lane.